Okay. So formal of me. So I want to set up a journal. Maybe like a bullet journal. I don't really know. So I have this cover. It's from a monthly planner. I don't really know why I keep buying monthly planners. This is the second one I bought. They don't work for me. The pages are useful and it really seems like it would be a useful thing, but it's just not something I have figured out how to work into my planner lineup. I've used it for fitness, I've used it for budgeting, I've used it for work. I just can't figure it out. But I like this cover. These pink discs are actually from this planner here. This is my 2022 planner. I had these blue discs from a faith planner when I tried doing that, and that didn't work for me either. So I thought the blue disc looked a little bit nicer than the pink disc, and I thought the pink disc really matched the pink that was on this cover. I've gathered up every single piece of happy planner paper that I can find that is blank. Some of this is from a journaling, I think it was like a guided journal. I don't know, it was a present and I tried to use that also, but it did not work for me. But I thought I could repurpose some of this paper, and I have all of it. I even have some of this paper left. I have the Miss Maker paper. So I want to kind of put together a journal that I can kind of be creative with, and I don't know. I miss journaling. I used to always have a diary. I think I have too much paper here. I always had a diary. The last few years I stopped documenting my life and my feelings, and I think that was just an avoidance tactic. And I think now I am ready to kind of jump back in and start journaling my life. So I did have these two happy notes. I was using them when I was going to school. I love lemons. I love these two quotes on here. But I really want to use this other cover. So I took all the paper out of this one. I took most of the paper out of this one. I kept these around because I might want to use the dividers. I pulled this divider out of that other notebook that had like these little graphic pages in them. I just really like the quote, great things can happen when you have the courage to be yourself. So I might use that. I don't really know if I want sections in this journal or if I want it to just kind of be a documentation of my life. I do think I have too much paper here. We'll find out. I also love the inside of this cover. You could probably just flip this around and use this as the outside if you wanted to, because even Plan a Happy Life is kind of perfect for a journal. So I was really inspired by Planning with Bumble. Mary Ellen has a creative journal that she uses, and at first that's what I wanted to do. I thought it'd be cool to kind of have a planner that you just dedicate to journaling, but I did not. I've been working really hard not to include excess items into my life. Like this last year, I just used the one planner. I used my minimalist planner. I Franken planned like pages in there from seasonal planners, but I really wanted to stick with just one planner, and it worked really well. Like I said, I did buy this planner, but I was using this mainly for work when I worked at my corporate job. So now I just have this cover that I want to use. So like I said, she really inspired me with the way she uses it for her creativity and to get her gratitude and her emotions for the day out. So it's something I want to get back into, and I've never really thought about doing like a visual journal. I'm just very much a writer, but I think that is something I would like to try. So I have two types of dotted line paper. I have them with the black stripes. It gives me very much Beetlejuice vibes. I have one with kind of like the purple paint splatter. Then for like the regular line paper, I only have a few sheets of this left. I can't remember. I think this might have come in one of the Happy Planner boxes. I can't remember. Then like I said, I do have the Miss Maker paper, and I think there's 2 designs in there, maybe like the front and back. I've never opened this. I don't even know where I bought this from. And then I have just like the graph paper. And some of it is, I think it's supposed to be like a bullet journal type book. It has like the little banners on it. It has these little squares. I was thinking for this page here to use this as sort of like a vision board, or maybe like a goal sheet. So I think I actually want to pull this aside, and because it has like the decorative flowers, it has this little banner on the front, so I think I want to save this and do something specific with that. Let's see. This has habits and goals on it. And then again, another page with that banner and those boxes. So I'm gonna put those aside. I just want the plain paper for now. I think I do want to go back though and do like maybe an inspiration page, or I don't know, like I'm not good at habit tracking. It's not something that I've been able to keep up. So maybe I will just like cover this with something different. But I think these other little sections here, whether I use them as actual goals or use them as planning pages, vision board, things like that. But I am going to keep these separate. Okay. So I think for the actual journaling, I do want line paper. Let me put this aside. So I only have a few sheets of this left, so I'm just going to put this in here. I used a lot of this for my like separate gratitude lists, prayer lists, that type of thing. I do have a lot of this graph paper, but I want to hold off on the graph paper. I think I'm going to put in our purple paint splatter paper. Okay, so this is a very full baby here. So I have these pages up front that I'm not quite sure what I want to do with, but I'm going to do something with them. I did put this divider in just because I really like this quote. I did look at the other dividers in these 2 books, but they were too like cutesy, or they just weren't the vibe that I wanted for this. And then I have all my fill paper in here, so it's just full of Happy Planner paper. I put the Miss Maker paper in. So this Miss Maker paper is like green down the middle here, and then it has little like art tools. The lines are rainbow, and it has washi in the corner on both sides. And then the other paper has this black plaid with the rainbow stripe with the black lines, and on the front it says plan a happy life with a little needle and thread through the A, and then on the back it's this graph paper with nothing on it. So I'm not like a rainbow person. I don't really like super bright colors. Like even this is kind of like borderline bright for me, but I feel like the colors are on that super bright spectrum. They're a little bit more muted. It's gold, it's like a coral versus a hot pink. So I might just like, if I were to use this page, I'd probably make sure that there's a sticker over here. And then for these lines, it's not a super big deal because they are thin, and I can always like cover the washi up with something else. So this is very thick. I don't know if you can see how thick she is. Let me see if it can focus a little bit better. So she is filled right there. So I'm sure like once I start writing in here, if I put stickers in here, it's definitely going to be too thick. So I do have expander discs, but right now my old homebody planner is on those expander discs just because of all the stuff I had put into that planner. Or I might have to divide the journal into 2 different journals. So I do have other classic discs of a lot of those gold plastic ones that I hate. And then I do have like a lot of, especially like Happy Notes covers that I could always use as a secondary journal. But I'm very excited about this. So in this Happy Notes, I had started to do the Summer of Success with, oh really, Alana? So I just used the letters from the Rainbow book, the really thick one. Put a couple quotes down. I was going to put the vision board I made for that into the journal, but I put stuff on the back, and I did try to pull these stickers up, but it started to rip the page. And I don't want to separate these from each other because they kind of go. So I'm going to create a new vision board. I might not print out exactly what I had before, but I'm definitely going to do something. I do have some pictures. This from a blog post I wrote. I do have some pictures printed out upstairs on my everyday vision board, so I could always take that apart and put it into the journal, since I don't always look at my everyday vision board. So I could always take that apart and put it into this journal here. So I'm not sure if I want to end the video here and post it, or kind of pause it and then come back in a couple of hours or days just to see what I have done. So we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so I went through all of my sticker books. I pulled out some books that I think I want to use for the journal. I also pulled out some individual sheets from sticker books, and for the longest time I tried really hard to keep all of my sticker books fully intact. But I found there were some things I just wasn't using. So like these came out of a seasonal book, like an old seasonal book. I don't even think I kept it down here. But I don't use like these little icon stickers ever. I use it a couple times here and a couple times there and a few times here. And I've had this sticker book for probably since it came out. I think it was like 3 years ago now. So I pulled those out. I pulled out some of these icon stickers because, again, I very rarely use them. And I think they would work. Oh, these are just my blank sticker sheets. I think they would just work well with like a journaling spread. I also pulled out some of these dots. They came from, I think, one of the winter books. And then I pulled out these like gratitude and weekdays because I thought it might be fun to kind of toss these in to a journaling spread. Like instead of writing out the day, I can put this in and then have like a gratitude section. So I kept those out. Because I have 2 unused homebody books, I kept these out. They have these little wreath stickers, and I don't like to use them in my regular spread because I feel like they take up too much space. But I think it'd be cute to use as like a little journaling spot kind of throughout the spread. And since, like I said, I've used these books, they are pretty well gone through, and I have 2 new ones that I've not touched yet. I think it'd be nice to have those just dedicated sort of to my journaling spread. I also pulled out this very old budget book. Again, I don't know how old this one is. This is 2017. Probably 2017 then. And then I have the newer budget book, The Savvy Saver, just so I can do a little goal thing for finances. I also pulled out my Biz Babe, Digital Detox, and Working Remotely. I also pulled out Households. There's just a few stickers in here that I really like to use. I also have the Student and the Teacher book. I got those when I started going back for my bachelor's degree. So I thought that would be nice to use. Some of these boxes are very big and I wouldn't use them in a regular spread. I pulled out my Farmhouse book also for the same reason. They have these wreath stickers. These are paper. So I thought maybe it'd be nice to like practice some lettering and put like a word in there. I also kept out my Simply Lovely book. I use the majority of stickers in here that I probably would use for my spreads. So I thought I could pull from here, and then this Colorful Boxes book, which is literally the bane of my existence. This book was not cut right, so some of the boxes in here, when you pull them out, it's literally just paper. There's no sticker backing to them. The colors are cute, but I think it's this page. Yeah, I think it's this page. No, that has sticky. There's a page in here. I might have ripped it out, honestly. Oh, it's this one. I think it cut right through the paper. So, like this isn't sticky, but that's sticky. And it's very frustrating. So this was obviously like probably should not have been out on the sales floor. Then I have these stickers. I purchased an accessory pack for a mini planner. I have a hard time with mini planners. Like honestly, a classic size is really the only size I can use. I've tried mini, skinny, mini, classic skinny. I just can't do it. So I have these stickers. There's letter stickers, and then there's like the I am enough, I am worthy, I have courage. Then you have like daily affirmations, my happy list for the week, and then some of these like positive quote stickers. And I thought it would be cute to kind of include these in here. I might even grab a folder and just keep some of these like loose sticker sheets in this notebook. And then I pulled out my giant rainbow book. Again, they have a bunch of icons. These I use sporadically. Like I've definitely used some of those. But I thought it'd be cute to have some of these icons and checklists and stuff in this journal. I think I want to keep it also with just this one divider. It doesn't bother me if the tab is down here. I kind of like that more because my hand is usually right here anyways to flip it over. And I like that at the beginning will be like goals and a vision board. I think I want to put my 2022 word right here. I have no idea what my 2022 word is going to be. I also went through, I don't have a lot of washi anymore. I got rid of a lot of it. So I went through my washi and I just pulled out a few of these rolls. When I do things like this, I like to have kind of like a set thing that I go to, which is why I went through all my sticker books, just so I don't get overwhelmed or feel bamboozled by anything. And I'm getting more comfortable. Like before, when I first started planning, I would just buy a billion rolls of washi and then never use them because it would be overwhelming. But I definitely feel more comfortable using washi. I've implemented it and not put so much pressure on where or how to use it or the quantity to use. And I usually like to do just like a strip on one side and then a strip on the other side, opposite of the original set. So I think I might want to include that in my journaling spreads also. Okay, I just looked for my whiteout and I Can't find it. So I'm gonna put the sticker here. I like the little splatter behind it, so that does not bother me. I wanted to put, okay, I want to put, there is always something to be thankful for. So I wanted to white out like the numbers behind it, but maybe it doesn't bother me as much. Like this doesn't bother me with these little lines here. Okay, so I'm gonna just find something else to just kind of fill this in. No, it's too on top of each other. Let me see if I can just find like a little box to just place over it like that, and then let's put, let's see, maybe, will the stickers work? Start with inspiration. So I don't even know where I got this. It's all beat up. I really don't know where this came from. It might have come with like an accessory pack or something. I really don't know. I gave it to my daughter, but she never used it, so I took it back. It's mine now. So happiness blooms from within. There's always something to be thankful for. And then I kind of have this little goals area. So on here, I was thinking maybe instead of doing my one little word, maybe putting this quote, the best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. This Abraham Lincoln. So this actually came on a paper pack by Authentique. It was their May collection, I believe. Yeah, I think it was their May collection. And I cut this little strip off of the paper, and I've had it for a couple of months now. So I don't know if I want to just cut this and just have this on here, or if I want to write it, but I'm not the best at lettering. But I definitely want this quote in this journal. I love it. It's my favorite thing. But this is a little inspiration here, so I like that. I just want to see, maybe go back and grab one of these leaves and put it up here, just to kind of give it a little balance. And we just have it like that. That's not bad. I like that. Okay, and then as far as goals, let me just think. So I have a lot of space, like a lot of squares, and I have more of these papers upstairs. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have 16 of these little rectangles. And then 16 more of these rectangles. So I have 32 little rectangles. I don't know. Okay. So I pulled my vision board out and tried to see if I could pull some of the pictures off of there to put in here, but I stuck those babies down good. So they will not be coming up, which is fine. I don't really want to waste the ink on printing more out. So I'm going to wait on that. So I have 32. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, I have 32 of these little rectangles. So maybe I could do like, maybe I could have my one big goal and then break it down into smaller steps, or maybe like milestones that I want to hit. I could have 32 milestones, and I could use my micron to write them down. That's like shade them in with like a color pencil or something. Might be what I do. Let me grab a sticky note so that I don't want to forget, and I will. Like, I'll literally forget. I have ADHD, and I will forget. So 32 milestones. Use micron / black ink to write. Color in with crayon or color pencil. Okay. I literally have sticky notes everywhere all the time. They're a lifesaver. So this could be like my goal, like my main 2022 goal. And then this could be kind of like how I break down that 2022 goal. These other things could maybe like smaller goals, like little journaling areas about my goals, but maybe I can have a couple of vision boards, a few inspiration boards, and then maybe like these are like 16 milestones, and then I could use this time to kind of, I can say, I want to use the space to reflect on previous milestones and see if next milestones change because of the ones I did before. I mean, they're just kind of like my thoughts on what I've already accomplished. Okay, and then I can have this page here to just reflect on my previous milestones. Okay, and then we get into like the journaling part of this. So, okay, I don't know where that ended. So I want to use, I have 32 of these rectangles. I'm going to use them as 32 milestones. I use a sticky note to remind myself of this. So I'm going to use it right in black ink, shaded in with like a crayon or color pencil as I do them. Then after those 16 are done, I want to just use this to reflect on where I am and use it to determine my next 16 milestones that I want to do. I might put like a time limit on my milestones, but I don't want to force the process. And then use this page to kind of journal on those milestones. And then I just want to figure out how I want to journal. That's my next goal. So that might be a different video. But thanks for kind of coming along on my long rambly journal / vision board journey.